Today, I am reviewing the Dell Pro Micro Desktop. If at any time you'd like to explore this product for yourself and grab it at a great price, be sure to check the links below the video. If you've been looking for a way to clear the clutter off your desk without sacrificing the power you need to actually get work done, this tiny box might be exactly what you're looking for. I have been testing the new Dell Pro Micro Desktop for the past 2 weeks, and after pushing it through my typical daily grind of heavy browser tabs, massive spreadsheets, and video conferencing, I have some very specific thoughts on who this is for and, more importantly, who should probably skip it. You can check the links below the video if you want to explore the current pricing or see the exact specs for yourself. Let's talk about that processor first, because that is the main selling point here. The Intel Core Ultra 5 235T is a beast for a machine this size. I was honestly surprised by how well it handled multitasking. I usually have about 30 Chrome tabs open, a few background apps, and a heavy Excel sheet running simultaneously. It didn't stutter, and the fan noise was surprisingly manageable. It's not silent, but it doesn't sound like a jet engine taking off when you open a couple of programs. The inclusion of the NPU for AI tasks is there, but for most standard business workflows, you aren't going to notice it yet. It's a bit of future-proofing, but don't buy this machine thinking it's going to turn your basic office tasks into a high-end AI workstation overnight. The 16 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM is a welcome upgrade. It makes the system feel snappy, and that is a massive improvement over the sluggishness you get with older, slower memory standards. The 512GB SSD is perfectly fine for most office work, but if you're someone who keeps a massive archive of local video files or high-resolution graphics, you're going to hit that storage limit quickly. If you do end up grabbing one, keep in mind that you might want to look into an external drive down the road, or check the links below the video to see if there are configurations that better suit your storage needs. Now, the design is clearly the star of the show. It is tiny. I have it mounted behind my monitor using a standard Visa mount, and it completely disappears. If you are working in a cramped cubicle, a retail counter, or a home office where space is at a premium, this is a game changer. It feels solid and well-built, which is exactly what I expect from the OptiPlex line. It doesn't feel like a cheap plastic toy. It feels like a professional tool. However, the trade-off for that size is expandability. You are not going to be swapping out graphics cards or adding multiple internal drives here. What you get in the box is what you are stuck with for the life of the machine. Connectivity is solid. The Wi-Fi 6E support is a big deal if you have a modern router, as it kept my connection stable during long Zoom calls where my previous laptop used to drop packets. I also appreciate that Dell didn't skimp on the physical ports. Having both HDMI and DisplayPort means you can run a dual monitor setup without needing a bunch of dongles or adapters, which is a major convenience for anyone who needs that extra screen real estate. The included keyboard and mouse are functional, but let's be honest, they are the definition of basic. They will get you through the first day, but you are definitely going to want to upgrade to your own preferred peripherals within the first week. So, who is this for? If you are a business user, a student, or someone who works from home and needs a reliable, fast, and space-efficient machine that just works, this is a fantastic option. It is clean, it is professional, and it stays out of your way. But if you're a gamer, a video editor, or a power user who needs to upgrade components over time, this is not the right choice. You will find yourself frustrated by the lack of internal space and the thermal limits of such a small chassis. My biggest disappointment with this unit is the price-to-performance ratio if you don't actually need the compact form factor. You are paying a premium for the size. If you have plenty of space under your desk, you can get a full-size tower with better cooling and more upgrade paths for the same amount of money. But if you value a clean desk and a modern, minimalist workspace, that premium is worth it. Again, you can find the current pricing and more details through the links below the video. Overall, the Dell Pro Micro is a refined piece of hardware. It is not trying to be a workstation or a gaming rig. It is trying to be the best possible business desktop for a modern office, and in that regard, it succeeds. It is stable, fast, and looks great. Just be realistic about your storage needs and your desire to upgrade in the future before you pull the trigger. It is a workhorse, not a toy, and for the right person, it is going to last for years.